If you're already making minimum four figures a month in your online business, in this video, I'm going to break down the exact scientific, proven, tried principles to scale past four figures a month to five figures and eventually get to that six figure per month mark using this old ass business book. Yes, this book is called Seven Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Let's jump into the video. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Ashton Hunter. What I do is I help coaches basically scale past 20 to basically 20K a month. Usually that's kind of the median, using just basic strategies, foundational strategies. So let's kind of jump into the billionaire mind. So number one is this book taught me everything that I'm going to be talking about. So Jeff Bezos uses this. Sam Altman uses this. Iman Gadzhi uses this. Sam Walton used this for Walmart. Every single entrepreneur who has made minimum over 6 to 7 figures a month has used this process. Now, mind you, if you're maybe at 5 figures a month, or maybe even 4 figures a month, that doesn't really matter, because if it can be applied to that macro, to the big, it can definitely be applied to the small. So let's jump into it. So this is the quadrant of your work, right? So for those of you that don't know this, let me move my face. This may look a little bit new to you. I'm going to keep this video short. This may look a little bit new to you, right? But this is a quadrant, right? On the y-axis here, we have importance, right? Importance meaning something that, is not like you have to get it done, but like in the back of your mind, it's like, yeah, I probably should do that, right? That's like important, right? And then on the x-axis here, we have urgency. So something that has a deadline, something that has a time interval interwoven within it. So it's not a one-dimensional thing. It has time that is associated with it, right? And then on here, we kind of have our quadrants. So quadrant one, which is something that's high urgency and of high importance. Two, which is of low urgency and importance. And then the rest you can kind of figure out for yourself, right? And many of you in your business, if you're at 15, 20K a month, you've scaled your business through this, something of high importance and high urgency, right? And that's a good way to get to 5 figures a month. It's actually a very good way to get to 5 figures a month, right? Because you're working within your business, you're going hard, you're basically doing everything correct. You're doing it all, and you're probably working crazy hours, I would assume. Probably working 12-hour, 13 hours a day, I would assume, right? These are most of the people that we come across that we help, right? So this is what I see working with a lot of coaches that are in this realm. You're doing a lot of important things at a very high urgency. So what this means is fulfillment. So working on client projects, upkeeping current clients, and maintaining that quality. And then these are more of deadline driven, or if it's not a specific deadline, it's like something that's presumed. So a client expects you to get something to them in a certain amount of time. It's not distinct, but it's kind of a broad gray zone, right? And this is how you've scaled. You onboard a client, you do the work, you maybe have a few people helping you, but you've gotten to this point. And maybe you've gotten to this point because simply you've, worked really hard, hired people, and there you go. Maybe you've been at this point for quite a while, right? That's basically the extent of how far you're going to get. You're not going to get much farther by staying in this quadrant, right? What a lot of people don't do, especially entrepreneurs, business owners, is they don't come into quadrant two, right? They will spend, this is a statistic, they'll spend about 90% of their time in quadrant one. So doing that fulfillment, doing that deadline driving work, instead of exploring quadrant two, which is of low urgency but high importance. What does this mean? This means things that are can compound off of each other and can build, right, over time with compound to result in something greater than it currently is, right? So what this means is, I'll give you an example of a real world one. Fitness. Fitness is never urgent, right? It's only important when it's urgent, right? That's the thing. It's of high importance, but it's of low urgency. So fitness is an example just in our day-to-day lives, right? You need to be fit, you need to be healthy. That's of importance, but low urgency, right? In your business specifically, think about important things such as content, such as planning, goals, relationships, learning, reading. These are the things that are going to get you past this current 5-figure mark that you're bottlenecked within your business, within your life. Just think personal life, right? You're focusing on doing all these menial tasks to kind of upkeep or work within or work on something. What if you spent 100% of your time working on yourself, right? Working on you. Instead of working on your business, which is external, work on you, right? So this is all about quadrant 2. So learning, exploring, finding new insights, building quality relationships. Is a relationship ever urgent to build? No, never, right? Is meeting somebody ever urgent? No, like never, right? But is it of importance to network? Is it of importance to meet high quality people and to associate yourself with high quality people? Of course, right? This is a huge one. Content, right? It's of low urgency. Has anyone ever put a gun to your head and said, I want content now? You have to make content now. No, right? But has a client ever told you, hey, I want that thing in by tonight? Of course, right? So content is one of these personal things that you need to be doing for yourself and for your business. So what does this mean? This means personal brand. This means building content that resonates with your ideal customer to attract them. See, even right now, I'm making this video, right, to help people, for people to see this video and maybe leave a comment and say, hey, thank you so much for providing this, right? Build engagement and build a network, right? Do I need to be making this video? Is it urgent for me to be making this video? Absolutely not. But is it of high importance? Of course, because it's solidifying my personal brand, right? It's solidifying potentially other networks that I can meet, find clients, find work, help people out with, etc. So you have to be making content, right? That's why I love YouTube Organic, because it keeps building over time and over time, right? Make content. Your content today is going to be popular in maybe a year, 2 years. So just make it today and it's going to compound over time. And then quadrant 3 and 4, just to briefly touch on these, right? They're just a waste of time, right? So low importance, low urgency. This is like going out and drinking with your friends, right? It's not really important. It's not really urgent. I hate to say it, right? Quadrant 4, high urgency, low importance. So emails, get off email, texting people, doing research, going on YouTube and doing research, convincing yourself that you're doing business research by watching an Ivan Godzi video, right? Confirmation bias exists in this zone. Everything you do, you convince yourself that that's the best path for you to do. Think about it. When was the last time you smoked weed or drank? You convince yourself after the fact that that's something that's good or even not bad, right? To allow yourself to cope with it. Netflix, for example, right? So moral of the story is stay in this quadrant. If you stay in this quadrant for 95% of your day, even 80% of your day, right? Honestly, even less. Let's just think 60, right? I would say 60, 40. At least if you're spending more time here than here, then you're golden. Your employees should be spending time in quadrant 1, right? Your employees, your people who are working for you should be spending time doing this, and you should be doing this as the entrepreneur, as the delegator, as the person who is using and leveraging other people's time. You should be here. Your employees should be here. Nothing should be here. So I hope this video helps. Just to give you an idea of how billionaires truly think and how businesses actually scale past, 5 figures. So this is a small understanding, kind of just a framework of how that actually works and how you can process this for your own business to actually scale past that 5-figure a month, 6-figure a month, and actually help people more and get more sales. So it's as simple as that. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment. I respond to every comment, and I see all of you guys. Cheers.